Okay, so let's get started. This is the Affiliate Marketing Masterclass with myself, Michael Cheney, and this is what we're going to go through. Very simple, two things. Number one, some cool ninja stuff, and number two, Q&A. So this is what we're going to look at today, guys. We're first going to talk about the no ads, no list way to get instant sales and affiliate commissions. And this is something that people think they know how to do, but they don't. Right? Get this right, and you can bank $1,000 a month and upwards easily. So I'm going to talk about that. You'll also discover the quick and dirty method to storm any affiliate leaderboard, and this is so easy, even a newbie can do it. You'll also learn how to avoid list burnout, buyer's remorse, and the big blast backlash in your affiliate promos, and this one is huge and can grow your take-home profits by 435% in one fell swoop. And you'll also learn the Dustin Hoffman secret to tripling your commissions. Now, I'm almost reluctant to reveal this because it's so powerful, but we are among friends here, and this is a closed doors event, so I will spill the beans on that as well. And then finally, we'll talk about the secret Sopranos affiliate method that whacks your competition and turns you into an affiliate godfather without any repercussions from the FBI or the FTC. And this is fiendishly simple, and you'll make more money with this within minutes of using it, guaranteed. So that's what's on the menu. So let's do this. The first one we're going to look at is the no ads, no list way to get instant sales and affiliate commissions, which people think they know how to do, but they really don't. Okay, so we're going to talk about that right this second. So here are some people using this method. Right? This is Bruce. He used this method, no ads, no list method, $218 in commissions in a day. This is Michael. He used it, no list, no ads method, made $431 in a day. This is Mark Dayton. You can see there he made $170 one day, $126 the next day. And this is Carrie Medford, who made $171, again with a no list, no ads method. What is it? It's very simple, right? Step number one is find a hot converting offer. Step number two, create a cool story about the offer and ideally a bonus. And step number three, go and post it on Facebook. I'm going to take you through each of these steps right now. So firstly, find a hot converting offer. Well, the best way to do this is go to JVZoo. Right? Most of the products sold online in the internet marketing landscape right now are sold on JVZoo. So you go into JVZoo, you get yourself a free account, you go to Marketplace, Top Sellers, and you'll see this list here, and it will show you the top selling products in JVZoo for today, yesterday, the past 7 days, and the past 30 days. So it gives you a great insight into what is selling and what you should be promoting. It doesn't take a genius to work out what the hot products are by doing that. Another method you can use is to go into, again, JVZoo, click on Affiliates, then find Products, and this will list all the products ever sold in JVZoo that are currently still active, ranked by number of sales. So you'll see the number one here, Video Maker FX, sold over 29,000 units. That's the top selling product ever on JVZoo. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the best product to promote, because you can see it launched here back in, 5th of May 2014, but it gives you an insight. And you can sort these by conversion, earnings per click, which is EPC, commission. You can have a look at their refund rate, make sure the refund rate isn't through the roof, all that kind of stuff. So it's another good place to find hot selling products. Another place you can find hot selling products in JVZoo is the launch list. Right? If you go to Marketplace and then launch list, you'll find anything that has recently been launched. And if it's got this little flame symbol by it, as this PopTrack Pro one does here, it means it's hot. Right? It's selling a lot. This one sold over 100 sales and probably only just gone live. Right? So it's another good place to spot up and coming hot sellers. Okay. Step number 2 then is to create a cool story about this product and ideally a bonus. Now this is the part that most affiliates miss out on. Right? They find a hot offer, they go and grab the swipe files that the vendor for that product provides, and they just copy and paste these and they send them out, or they put them on their blog, or they email them out, or they put them on Facebook. And it doesn't work, and they're like, why doesn't this work? Why am I not making any money? Well, number one, vendors are typically not great at writing swipe files, right? It's not their job. They leave it to the last minute. They're too busy creating the sales letter for their product and creating the members area for their product. And the swipe files are quite often the last thing that they do the day before they go live. So they're not really the best thing to be putting out there. The other thing is they're not unique. Many other people will be using those swipe files. They're not personal to you. There's no connection between you and those swipe files. There's no connection between you and your audience. Right? So you need to create your own cool story about the offer that you find and your own cool bonus that you're going to give people when they buy through your link. Now, if you want to know how to create cool stories, really it's a lifelong education to learn how to do that, but I've distilled it down for you into a number of exclusive videos in the commission machine. Now, I know pretty much everybody. Let's just do a straw poll here real quick. Just go into the chat box. If you already own the commission machine, just give me a yes in the chat box. Okay, so we're getting yes, yes, yes. Okay, I would say probably 90% of people have bought that. Cool, so I'm not going to spend long on this. This is not a pitch webinar for the commission machine. I'm just telling you, if you want to learn how to create the best messages that will sell stuff for you as an affiliate, you need to buy the commission machine. It's that simple, because it's my life's work has gone into that, showing you how I create the messages that I create that get massive open rates, massive click-through rates, and generate thousands and thousands of dollars for me every single month just by creating messages about affiliate products. So what you need to do if you don't have this is go to commissionmachine.net, grab the commission machine itself, grab the golden ticket, which is the first upsell, which gives you a monthly live webinar, and a done-for-you commission machine, which is a week-long series of promos for a hot selling product already created for you. And also, I highly recommend you get the done-for-you service, which gets you 7 done-for-you commission machines ready to earn. So 7 weeks worth of promos that you can just copy and paste onto Facebook and make money every single day for 7 weeks. Now, once you've got your story, once you've written that story and you've got that bonus created, you then need to go and add that bonus to JVZoo. Now you might think, well, what could I create as a bonus? You need to do something that is in line with the product. Makes sense. Right? If you're promoting a traffic product, give a traffic bonus. Don't just throw some PLR at it. Don't just go and download a bunch of junk and throw it up there and have like 500 off freebies that people get when they buy your thing. Put some thought into it. The more thought and time you put into it, the more value it will have, and the more people will realize the time and thought you've put into it, and therefore they will see that you're treating this promotion with the seriousness it deserves, and they will react accordingly to that and buy the product. So this is how you go ahead and add in your bonus to the product that you're promoting. So let's just say you've found the products on JVZoo, you've requested approval, you've got approval, and incidentally, I give you approval to promote my products as a commission machine member, which you don't get if you're not a commission machine member, and if you've not made any sales before on JVZoo, you won't get approval for many products, so it's a good way for you to get a foot in the door. What happens is you then go to affiliates, approved products, and this is going to show you all the products that you're approved for, and then next to the product that you want to add a bonus for, you click this little link here that says add extras. And once you've clicked on that, you'll see this page where you can put in the name of your bonus. You can then either put in a URL where people can actually go to a website address and grab your bonus. It could be a PDF or an audio or a video. Or you could upload the bonus into JVZoo, which is more protected because it can't really be leaked. Yeah, people could download it and then spread it, but at least they can't just copy and paste a URL, which is a good way to offer a bonus. But when you do that, it needs to be either a PDF, a zip, or one of these kind of compressed type of files. Right? But you can zip a video. I've provided videos as a bonus in this way, by creating a video, zipping up the file, and then uploading it to JVZoo. Now, what happens when you click Save Bonus is that bonus, product, item, whatever, is uploaded to JVZoo, or if it's just a URL, it's instant, and that URL is saved. And whenever anybody buys this product, through your affiliate link, they will automatically get the bonus that you're offering. They will see it when they go in to claim their product and download their main product. It will say, here's the bonus. Right? And they'll click and they'll go and get that. So it's an easy way for you to deliver a bonus without having to worry about, did they buy it? Have they got it? Are they going to email me? And so on. Right? You can really only do this with JVZoo, which is one of the great features about it. Okay, so step 3, after you've found a hot product, you've created a cool story and a series of promotions about it using a commission machine if you don't yet have it, and you've uploaded your bonus to JVZoo. Now you need to post about it on Facebook. Now, if you've done this or heard about this, you might, oh yeah, that's dead easy. I just take this stuff, post it on Facebook, post my link, and that's it. Well, no. There's a very specific way you need to do this. This is how I've done it. Okay, this shows you how I've done it. So you can see here, this is a Facebook post of me promoting an affiliate offer. So we've got the copy here, the top you can see it, the Dustin Hoffman secret to tripling your commissions. Here's a little sampler of what awaits you on the live affiliate marketing masterclass webinar, which is obviously what you're watching right now. Okay. And then if they click see more, they get the rest of the story, if you like, about the product. But what you need to do is not put the link in this main part. If you put a link in the main post on Facebook, it will not be viewed by many people. It gets downgraded and scored down by evil Mark Zuckerberg and his head honcho winged beasts over at Facebook Towers. Right? So what you need to do is just post a story in here. Ideally wait for somebody to like that story or engage with it in some way, and then post the link. Now, fairly recently, Facebook has decided in its ultimate lack of wisdom that anything to do with JVZoo is not Facebook friendly. So if you go and try and paste a standard JVZoo affiliate link into Facebook, it's not going to like it. It's going to delete it and remove it. No one's going to see the link, and they're going to be like, where's the link, dude? You told me all this stuff. I like this. I want to get it, but there's no link. The way around that is to cloak your link. You must use a cloaking software. Now, the cloaking software that I use is called, let me just see if I can write this on here in customary, chainy, illegible fashion. It's called Link Supercharger. Link Supercharger. And it's a great piece of software. I think the domain is just linksupercharger.com. I could be wrong. It will cost you I think it's $37. But if you're a Commission Machine member, we give you this for free. Okay. And what this does is this software cloaks your affiliate links, so Facebook cannot ban them. Right? So you can post links on Facebook all day long, and people will see them, and people will click on them, and you will make money. Now, in order to use Link Supercharger, you do need a domain name and hosting. Okay, you need a domain name, mydomain blah blah blah.com, and you need some website hosting to go along with it, and then you do the simple 5-minute install of Link Supercharger onto your domain, and you can then cloak all your links. It's dead easy to set up. So that's what you need to do for that. Now, let's move on to the quick and dirty method to storm any affiliate leaderboard. And this is so easy, even a newbie can do it. Now, preparation is the key to your success with this one, okay? You need to have a promo calendar mapped out at least a month in advance. I've actually got a calendar that's mapped out 12 months in advance, not completely full, but does have promos on there right through, 12 months from now. And certainly for the next 2 months, everything's jam-packed. I know exactly what I'm doing every single day for the next 2 months promo-wise. If you don't, then you're losing money. Now, you really need to know what big launches are coming up, what you should be getting behind, what you think your list will go for, what's in line with your expertise, what you have bonus-wise that you could add to these kind of promotions. You need to have all this in there, right? Otherwise, you're running blind. Now, when we're talking about getting on a leaderboard, I'm not talking necessarily about winning that leaderboard. Ideal though that would be, if you're just starting out, it's really just about getting anywhere on that leaderboard. And you might think, well, wait a minute, what's the point of getting number 10 on a leaderboard? Well, first off, it will get you some money. If you get anywhere on a leaderboard, typically you'll get a cash prize. But more importantly than that, it gets you noticed. Right? Even if you just get on a leaderboard for a day or 2 days during a launch, even just at the bottom of the leaderboard, people are going to see your name. It's going to put you out there more than any blind private messages you do on Facebook. Oh, no, you've not heard of me, but can you mail for my launch that I'm doing tomorrow? Right? Nothing will speak volumes for you and get more people wanting to promote your stuff than you getting on their leaderboard. Okay, I can tell you that with certainty. So that's what we're trying to do here. Just get you on a leaderboard at some point during a launch so that you get that traction and get the kudos that goes along with it and the prize money. So what you can do to get a head start on what launches are coming up is you can use JV Notify Pro, you can use Muncheye, and you can use Facebook groups. So let's just take a look at these. This is jvnotifypro.com. Okay, jvnotifypro.com. There's a paid version of this, but you don't need to pay to access the calendar. You can go onto that site right now, and you'll see a whole bunch of launches that are going off, right, all the way down. For example, April 27th, you've got Eric Larson, Little Guy Big Profits. That's a student of mine. Watch out for that one. It's going to be big. And so on. Right, so you can see, go down here and say, oh yeah, so this one looks good, this one looks good, I might get behind this one, and so on. And you can click and get details for each of these. Now you do need to register on JV Notify Pro, I think, to get more info on these, but at least gives you an overview of the dates. It's a great tool to plan weeks and even months ahead. Next, Muncheye.com. Again, it's kind of a launch calendar. It doesn't go quite as far out, but does give you some of the big launches. So here you can see what's coming up, what dates it's coming up, who's behind it, and you can click on these and go ahead and see the offer, get to the JV page, get the affiliate link, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So assuming that you've done that, assuming that you've got a promo calendar, you found some promos that you think are going to match your list and match the bonuses that you may be able to offer, etc., you need to promote early. Right? If the vendor has an early bird, you need to promote that early bird. You need to do a pre-launch if there's a pre-launch. To give yourself a fighting chance when you're starting out and you're going against the big guys, you've got to get up early. Do you know what I mean? It's the early bird catches the worm syndrome, and you've got to beat them to the punch. As they're busy, counting their millions, you want to get in and, get some quick promos out there to try and get on that leaderboard fast. You may not stick there to the end of the launch, but that's not the purpose of what we're talking about here. It's to get you on there full stop. So you want to promote early and you want to promote often. I'm talking 2 or 3 times a day. If you've got a list, 2 or 3 times a day on that opening day, or even 2 or 3 times a day on Facebook at certain different times, at 10 a.m., at 3 p.m. Eastern, at 7 p.m. Eastern, throughout the day. You want to use a bonus with scarcity. Say, okay, you can have this bonus from me, but you've got to get this before, before the launch ends or before the price goes up or whatever. You can use multiple traffic sources to try and drive more, visitors to the affiliate offer. Whether it's YouTube, you could create a video on YouTube with the keywords for that product, get it ranked that way. Post on Facebook, post on Twitter, post on a blog if you've got one, email your list, etc. So the essential promo components you're going to need to do this are, firstly, of course, you need a bonus. You need that scarcity component. Now, if you're going to promote something that's evergreen, you can still use these tactics, but you're going to need to create your own scarcity by saying, okay, well, look, I'm pulling this bonus down on such and such a time. You won't be able to get this bonus from me after midnight on Sunday, for example. Use that story, all the story-based storytelling methods that I teach you in the commission machine, use those to get high click-throughs, to get attention, to get noticed, to get people sharing your stuff, commenting about it, spreading it, making it going viral. Give people a big reason why they must buy. You don't say, oh, this is a great product, it's 20% off, and it does this. And why should they buy? And more importantly, why should they buy from you? Include an FAQ as part of your promotion. Somewhere towards the end, I typically do this about 70 to 80% of the way through a promotion. I'll put an FAQ out there and say, okay, well, let's just take stock for a second. I've been telling you a lot about this product. Let's tackle some of the biggest questions. And when you're doing this, make sure you do tackle any questions that you've got in, but also any questions that you think people might ask, like, do I need any more money than this? Are there upsells with this? What else might I need to buy? How quickly can I make money? Is there a guarantee? Is this suitable for newbies? Can I do this if I'm left-handed, etc. Okay. So you want to crush all objections that people may have in their mind as part of your promotion. Don't let them go to the sales letter and have all these questions. Crush them all as part of your promotion. Also, it really works well to satisfy different sub-niches with your promotion. That is, to address different groups that you might be talking to. So, okay, well, look, assuming that it is something that everyone can use. So, okay, yes, this is newbie friendly. You can get started right away. There's a done for you option. If you're intermediate, it's even better. It works just as well for you because you can dive straight into the intermediate training and get results even quicker. And if you're advanced, you can just accelerate right to the money with the last part, which is kind of normally takes guys a month or two or whatever. You get the idea. So speak to different sub-niches, not necessarily in the same promotional message, but maybe in different messages. You can say, okay, this is for newbies, this is for intermediate people. Okay, that was that. Next, how to avoid list burnout, buyer's remorse, and the big blast backlash in your affiliate promos. And this one is huge and can grow your take-home profits by 435% in one fell swoop. Now you might think, well, wait a minute, what is list burnout, buyer's remorse, the big blast backlash? Well, if you've got a list, or if you're going to have a list, or even if you don't have a list and you're just doing this on Facebook or a blog, there'll come a time where people are going to start to get annoyed if you don't do things in the right way. Right? If you keep trying to hit them over the head with a promo, they're going to be like, why are you pitching at me all the time? Why are you always trying to sell to me? Stop trying to pitch. Stop trying to make money out of me. What is this about? Please stop it with all the promos. They're not going to like it, right? And they're going to get off your list. They're going to leave your blog. They're going to unfriend you on Facebook. It's not good, right, if you're not doing it the right way. So you need to change how you're positioning and your promos and how you're rolling out your promos to make sure this doesn't happen. So here's how I get away with pitching twice every single day and even more at weekends. Number one, I'm not pitching. Right? Hopefully you will agree with me that when you get my emails, they are edutaining, right? That is a cross between education and entertainment. Right, they're fairly entertaining to read, I hope. I do get a lot of positive feedback about them, and they've also got good, valuable stuff in there about the marketplace, about internet marketing generally. So even if people don't buy stuff, they're still getting value. They're not straight, click here, buy this. This is $10, go buy it. This will make you money. Click here, buy now. That's what everyone else is doing. It's not working that great for them, I can tell you for sure. My emails get noticed. A lot of people have told me that they look forward to getting my emails delete everyone else's, and they'll read my emails no matter what happens. So I'm just going to put that to a test right now, and I'm going to ask you guys to hit me up on the chat interface right now and just tell me honestly what you think of my emails, assuming that you even get them. Okay, go for it. And I want your honest feedback. I'm going to read it out, and we'll see if I'm blowing my own trumpet, or if I'm totally wide of the mark, or what. Meanwhile, I shall take a drink to wet my whistle. Okay, guys, okay. Keep comment. I need more feedback. There's a whole bunch of people on here. Wakey, wakey, guys. My emails, just tell me what do you think of them, honestly. Okay, I'm going to read some of these out. Jeff St. Clair. I don't know if I've got time to read all this out, but Jeff says different. Okay, Jeff, good. I mean, that's kind of the point. They're different. You know, they stand out. Ace Chase says they are cool. Daniel says they're often very in your face, but they have real impact and stopping power, and that's what counts, period. Thank you. Peter says they are entertaining. Thank you, Peter. Richard, very creative. You use vivid image language. McDonald says your emails are great. Bill says always joy to read. Jeff says they're better than the norm, so they get read. Jay says, I think 3 per day is a bit much, but I do read just about everyone you send, just for the educational value, since I'm using the commission machine approach. Richard, you often try to link to a real person, which we can relate to it. Your subject lines are over the top, says Devin, and I love it. Flash says, I do enjoy reading your emails when I open them. James says, enjoy learning how to write good emails, even like the warnings at the end, and great use of words. So there you go, guys. I'm not totally doing that to boost my ego, but the point is, what I'm teaching here works, right? You know it, you've seen it, you get these emails. In response to 3 emails a day is too much, it's frankly not enough, really. You can't email too much if you do it in the right way. You literally can't. I mean, yes, if people unsubscribe after getting my emails that I craft and put a lot of thought into and are entertaining and educating and whatever, and yeah, there's a link to buy something at the end if they want to buy it, but if they don't like that, I don't want them on my list. If I was promoting stuff all the time, hard pitch, buy this now, here's the latest product, buy this now, here's the latest product, buy this now, and by the way, go buy this now, then yeah, of course, I would expect people to unsubscribe in droves, and I would also expect not to make anywhere near as much money or have as big a connection with my list as I do. So, as Sandy says, how could I not open an email with the subject Beaver Bot Goo? Thanks, Sandy. Yeah, that was one of my favourites. Actually, came from my PA John. I've got to thank him for the inspiration on that one. All about the fact that beaver bot anal secretions are used in vanilla flavouring in some products. And it was just talking about you don't always know what you're getting until you get inside a product. Anywho, the point is, what I'm trying to get across here is, if you do this in the right way, if you apply the commission machine method to creating your emails, you can get away with sending 2 emails a day, 3 emails a day. So you might not have as big a list as everyone else. You might not even have a list, but you can still use this approach and post these messages onto Facebook, and you'll get more engagement and more sales and more clicks than all these other guys that are just posting standard bog standard, boring internet marketing. Oh, you must see this. It's the best thing ever. Wow, it's like gangbusters. I'm blown away by how blockbuster this is. Oh my God, please shoot me now, right? So it educates them about the problem or about me personally, right? So you actually tell stories about yourself or the industry. And every email during a promotion builds on the other. I never say the same thing in an email. I never say, okay, let's talk about this type of angle with the product, and then let's talk about the same thing. Oh, and send an email out saying, oh, yesterday, well, let's just go over that again. Every email is different. It might talk about the same product, but it will talk about it in a slightly different way, with a slightly different angle, maybe a slightly different benefit that I'm emphasizing or whatever. So every email builds on another. And what that means is towards the end of the promotion is you see a lot more action. I'm going to show you some screenshots of money in a moment that prove this. And buyers still love to get the emails. Even if they bought the product on day one, they still love getting the emails that talk about the product on day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, because it's educating them about the product and educating them probably about the bonus that I'm offering. The other thing is people can join, when you create emails in this way and promotional messages, not necessarily just emails, doesn't matter if you have a list, you can be using these messages on a blog or putting them on Facebook or putting them on Twitter or turning them into a YouTube video, whatever. It doesn't matter how you get them out there. If you do them in this way, people can join a campaign at the end and still make sense of it, right? Whereas normally, in a normal kind of promotional campaign, that doesn't always happen. People will be like, oh, what's he talking about here? He's referring back to something that happened previously. I don't really, whereas with this style, every email can be treated in isolation, but they're also building on top of one another as well. So I would never urge you to use generic swipe files, right, unless I've written them for you. And the reason for that is, well, I've got to mention it before. Most people that write swipe files don't know what they're doing. They're not copywriters. They're not good at copywriting. They haven't studied this like I have. I've invested hundreds and hundreds of, if not thousands of hours in mastering copywriting and email marketing and writing promotional messages. Most of the vendors that you see out there, as good as they are at creating products and doing launches, when it comes to swipe files, as I say, they leave it to the last minute. And if it's for a big launch, everybody's getting behind. Everyone's going to be using those swipe files. So you don't want to be doing that. Now, because, as I say, you're just competing with too many people. Now, I do offer this done-for-you commission machine service where I give you a week-long commission machine that has promos already written for you. And that is different for a number of reasons. First off, it's an evergreen product, so you're not competing with thousands of other people that are promoting a big launch. Secondly, I've written them, right, and I know that they're better than 99% of other promotional messages out there. And thirdly, there's not thousands of people even using this. Right? We've only got a small number of people in the golden ticket membership for the commission machine. Right? We're not talking thousands of people here. We're not even talking 8,000. We're talking, a couple of hundred people, right? And out of those, probably not all of them have even got off their tush to actually use them. So that's why it's different in that example. The other reason I can get away with pitching twice every day is that my emails talk about the story first and not the product. Right? They give people that entertainment. They also do what other people don't, right? And people have told you, you guys have just told me that yourselves. So what you need to do is you need to get personal with your promotional messages, you need to get entertaining, and you need to get interesting. Interesting is the key. If you can get interesting, then people are going to open and read your emails. And if you want to know how to do that methodically and literally have me brain dump everything I know about how to do this in a space of about 2 hours, go and buy the commission machine and I show you everything that I know and everything that I do to create these type of messages. Okay, next, the Dustin Hoffman secret to tripling your commissions. Okay, so this is the one that we were talking about, okay? Sorry, one sec. As it says there, I'm kind of reluctant to reveal this because it is very powerful, but I know we're in a kind of a closed group here. So, Dustin Hoffman, what are we talking about? Well, the Dustin Hoffman secret, really, I've got this from the movie The Marathon Man. It's all about a marathon, right? A promotion is a marathon, not a sprint. Right? Most affiliates will jump on a promotion, they will send an email or two, or they'll put a couple of blasts out on their blog or Twitter or Facebook, and if it doesn't convert like gangbusters, they will stop. And they'll say, oh man, this isn't working. And they'll jump onto something else. They are the sprinters, right? And sprinters cannot run marathons. They will literally, die trying to run a marathon at sprinter speed. Right? They can't do it. So let me just show you what happened on a recent promotion. Okay, now day one, Monday the 6th of April, I made $257.07. Now this is inside ClickBank. This is a ClickBank promotion. And just to give you kind of insight, typically I would make, high several $100s a day in affiliate promotion, sometimes 1,000, sometimes 2,000 a day. Okay. So for me, you might look at that and think $257, that's great. Okay, that's fine. But for me, that's not fine. Okay, that's borderline, disastrous for me for one day for an affiliate promo. It just is, based on what my list can do, what my promos can do on Facebook, and what I've learned and what I'm now teaching you. Okay, that is not a great result. So that was day one. Okay, so I'm looking at this thinking, well, this has cost me $800 today because normally I could do maybe 1,000 a day. I might be able to do $500 to $600 a day. So this has probably cost me right now $300 to $400 at least. I've lost by promoting this product when I could have promoted maybe something else. That's what I was thinking in the back of my mind, but I'm in it for the long run. Dustin Hoffman, the Marathon Man, right? I am thinking long term, okay, the marathon. And I think Dustin Hoffman, the Marathon Man, I think it's actually, is it not about something to do with a gruesome dentist? It's nothing to do with that. It's literally, it's a marathon man, but I like the using Dustin Hoffman thing as the hook there. So that was day one. But did I quit? Did I go off and go and do another promo? Did I jump onto another product? Did I bail out? No. Whoa. I went the wrong way. I promoted the next day. Again, 2 emails the next day. What was the result? Less. Slightly less than the day before. Yikes, said I. Okay, this really does look like it's not converting that well, but experience tells me this is a marathon, not a sprint. Because what you've got to bear in mind at this point is although I've sent 4 emails, put 4 promotions out there, not everybody has seen this. Right? Even so, right? Not everybody has seen it at this point, and even all the people that have seen it, there are still a lot of people sitting on the fence. Remember we spoke about those objections earlier. People have still got them at this point. We don't even know what they are. We maybe had a few replies to this. We don't really know what's going on at this point. So we go on with the marathon. Day 3, $717. Okay, so now we can see momentum is building. People are realizing that I'm serious about this product. I am promoting this product with full force. I've now sent 6 emails and I've given 6 different angles. I've probably crushed 10 or 11 different objections. I've built up credibility about the product, credibility about the author of the product, backstory, case studies maybe. It's starting to take off. Day 4, $660. Now we're talking, okay? We're back in the realm of normal productivity for what I would expect and hope to see from an affiliate promotion. Great. At this point we've sent 8 emails. We're hitting more people on the list. More people that are sitting on the fence are now jumping off that fence because they see that we're serious about this. They're getting more objections are being crushed. They're getting more information about the product to make a good decision to go ahead and buy it. Day 5, another 2 emails, another $600. More people jumping off the fence, more reach. Day 6, a drop. Do we panic? No, we do not panic, for the one simple reason that this is on a Saturday. From my experience, Saturday is the worst day for sales. It really is the worst day for sales. Most people are out doing stuff on a Saturday. Does that mean you should not email on a Saturday? No. You should email on a Saturday, definitely, but just don't expect masses of sales. Now, let's have a look at what happens on Sunday. Boom! $1,658 on Sunday. So that is more, by my quick math here, just about. It's roughly the same as Saturday, Friday, and Thursday, all combined in one day. And there's a number of reasons for that. Firstly, the price of this product increased on this day, so there was a deadline. Secondly, the bonus I was offering was being removed on this day, so it was a second deadline. And thirdly, a lot of people check their emails on a Sunday, which you probably, I don't know if you did realize, but it's a great day to email on a Sunday. Fifth, I sent 4 emails. Now, all those things combined made this a very lucrative day. And that was officially the end of the launch. The price went up. However, check this out. The day after, I still made $283. And the day after that, I still made $342. So the lesson here is a promotion is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're going to commit to something, if you're going to commit to promoting something, go all in. Now, of course, there is a disclaimer to this. If you've got to sort of day 4 or day 5 and you haven't made a single sale, or you've made like one sale, probably somebody just accidentally farting on the keyboard and, you know, spewing out their credit card numbers by accident, then yeah, of course, pull the plug. But otherwise, stick with it. Most affiliates would have bailed out probably on day 1. I would say probably 80% would have bailed out on day 2. Bearing in mind this is, you know, it's doing say 25% or you know, it's only doing 30% of what they're used to seeing, they would have bailed out. But I didn't bail out, I carried on. And I was rewarded for doing so. Okay, let's talk about the secret Sopranos affiliate method that whacks your competition and turns you into an affiliate godfather without any repercussions from the FBI or the FTC. And this is fiendishly simple, and you'll make more money within minutes of using this, guaranteed. What is this? I bet you're desperate to know what this is, but the curiosity is killing you. Well, Gary Halbert was the greatest copywriter who ever lived. You need to check him out. Gary Halbert, he was awesome. He wrote the Boron letters, letters to his son when he was in prison. It's just legendary copywriting stuff. And Gary Halbert said, curiosity is the #1 driving force for sales. If you want to get more click-throughs, if you want to get more opt-ins, if you want to get more sales, if you want to get more open rates, if you want to get more engagement, more likes, more everything, you need to use curiosity. And that's what this Sopranos effect is. That's why I got this idea. At the end of The Sopranos, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's something that happens at the end of The Sopranos, and it's a massive curiosity driver. In fact, it's led to huge discussions on the internet for years and years. In fact, the entire series of The Sopranos uses curiosity all the time. These little hooks, like, you know, open loops is another phrase that people use. So they drop a little story in and you think, oh, what's going to happen to that? Like, is such and such going to find out that that's happened? Or somebody goes and betrays somebody else and only you know it as the viewer. Is that other person going to find out? And they don't answer it for like 2 seasons. You know, it's that curiosity that keeps people attending, keeps people interested. And that's what I've used in a lot of my sales, to get emails opened, to get emails clicked on, and to get products bought. And if you think about the bullets that we've used in this webinar, you know, the Dustin Hoffman method to tripling your commissions. People are like, what the hell is that? I need to know what that is. The Sopranos affiliate method for becoming an affiliate godfather. What is that? Like, I need to know what that is. It's all about using curiosity. So how do you do this? Well, you can do it in bullets. Using bullet points is a great way to do this in your emails. You know, you can say that when you can either talk about the product in this way, or you can talk about the bonus that you're offering. So when you discover this, you'll learn, you know, the one quick secret that nobody else knows on how to get a list in 50 seconds flat. Or you get the idea, right? Use it in bullets. You can use it in subject lines, you know, or messages, headlines for your blog posts or your YouTube videos or your Facebook posts. Right, the one thing they never told you, Internet Marketing University, or, you know, get the idea, something that makes people think, oh, what is that? You can use it in terms of secret mystery bonuses, which is a good way. If you're trying to come up with a bonus, you don't really know what to offer and it's last minute. I have done this a couple of times. It's like, oh, and when you buy this, you get a secret mystery bonus. And people go mad for that stuff. You can't overuse it, but you can use it. And the key is not to reveal everything. Right? You need to reveal enough to keep people interested, but not so much that they're like, oh yeah, I know what that is. So you want to make them want to buy to get the full story. And of course, you've always got to fulfill on your promises. You can't, you know, use all these amazing, sexy, curiosity-driving bullets, headlines, and copy, and then not actually deliver on that stuff. So there you go. We've done some cool ninja stuff. Option number 2, well, step 2 here, it was a special offer. I kind of mentioned about the commission machine. You can go and grab that if you don't have it already. And now we're in section 3, which is Q&A. So let's take a couple of minutes here to answer any questions that you've got. So fire away, start typing away in the chat box. I did see a few come in here. Let me just see this. I know there are some here already. So if you've got any questions about this, anything that I've covered, go for it. Now is your time. If I don't see your question here in the next couple of minutes, it's not going to get answered. Let me see here. Okay. McDonald says, why are your emails long? My emails are as long as they need to be. I don't purposely make them long. You know, an email or a promotion or a sales letter or anything should always be as long as it has to be for you to get all your message across. The secret with emails is trying to actually cut them down. You know, most people that start trying to use this commission machine method style end up with really long messages to begin with. You know, they get really into story mode and they go off, and there's too much dead wood in emails. What you've got to do when you're first doing this, and I go through this in the commission machine, is cut back on the deadwood. Just get to the meat of the story. Jay says, I agree the commission machine email style works for keeping subscribers on your list. I ran a promotion last week, and although sales were not what I'd hoped for, my unsubscribe rate was only 2%. In a previous promo to the same list that wasn't in the commission machine style, my unsubscribe rate was much higher. And I also brought new people onto my list during last week's promos. Jay asks, how many subscribers do you have on your list? Well, it really depends what you're counting. I've got 88,000 people on my list. But in terms of deliverability is a lot less than that. I'm not getting anywhere near 88,000 clicks. You know, I might get a few hundred clicks. Sometimes I might get 1,000 clicks. So the number that people say, oh yeah, I've got 200,000 people on my list, it doesn't really mean anything. I really only monitor by income. Right? How much money are you making a day by just basically sitting down and creating a couple of emails? And somebody wrote to me just yesterday, I think it was, and said, oh, is writing emails the bulk of your work day? And I was like, well, I suppose you could say that. I mean, all the promotions that I wrote for that campaign I just showed you that generated me $7,500 took me 2 hours to write all of those. That's an entire week's worth of emails, which is getting on for about 16 emails. So $7,500 for 2 hours is not too bad. Tira says, do you recommend posting in Facebook personal page or a fan page? I recommend posting on your personal page. If you've got a personal page that's got your friends and family on it, get a new account, get a separate account, start following lots of internet marketers, get some internet marketing friends, interact with them, like their stuff, share their stuff, comment on their stuff, and then start posting this. Sandy says, I have an affiliate niche store. Any ninja tricks about promoting a store versus an individual product? You ain't gonna like it, but I just wouldn't do it. You know, I mean, if you've got a choice. I know some people have got these kind of Amazon stores. I think they're pretty cool, you know, if you've got Amazon products out there. But if you've got a niche store that's all different affiliate products, it's too varied. You know what I mean? It's too... The Amazon ones that I've seen that work well and that I've recommended in the past are things that are themed. You know, I've got a niche store all about, you know, pressure cookers on Amazon or whatever. So I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Then yeah, that's kind of a traffic issue. Not really too relevant to affiliate marketing per se. Yeah, let me have a think about that. Flash says, can you go back one slide? I missed the last bullet. Okay, there you go. Always fulfill on your promises. Okay. McDonald says, I don't have friends on Facebook that would buy or engage with me. Sometimes when I post, no one responds. Yeah, you need to get busy. You need to get out there and interact with internet marketers. You need to follow all the top internet marketers. You need to follow their friends. You need to get some friends on Facebook in internet marketing, start liking their stuff, posting on their stuff, commenting, interacting, communicating with people. And then when you post stuff out, they'll communicate with you. But don't go straight from building up that friend base to suddenly bombarding them with promos. It is going to take time. It could only take a week if you devote an hour or two a day to it. But that's what you need to do. So yeah, Sandy, in terms of affiliate niche store, yeah, I don't really have anything for you, I'm afraid, that's off the top of my head that in relation, you know, I'm kind of in, you know, pure affiliate marketing mode here, so it's difficult for me to switch gears and think about, you know, traffic. I mean, if you're promoting a niche store, yeah, I mean, I would probably say try and get a list if you can. Try and get them on a list. You know, have an opt-in on that page somewhere maybe, and you know, if it's relevant to whatever product or service it is you're providing, and try and give them a little bit of free info about that stuff, and then you could then promote to them through email. Okay. So guys, I would welcome your one-word input on how you found this webinar in the chat box right now. Let me just get some quick feedback from you peeps. One word. What did you think of the webinar? Shoot. Awesome, said Tara. Helpful, said Jeff. Nice, said Flash. Good stuff, said Jay Gehring. Awesome, said McDonald. Killer, said Daniel. Anyone else going to chime in? Great info, said Sandy. Up to usual high standards, said Keith Grover. Cheers, Keith. Helpful, said John Profit. Very helpful, said Peter Sykes. Coolio, dudes. All right, awesome. I'm out here. What I would say is, let me just... actually, I'm not even going to do that. Yeah, go buy a commission machine if you haven't got it. It ain't going to change my life. It will change yours. Seriously, if you apply it. That is it. Hope you enjoyed the webinar. I will catch you soon. Peace.